What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I'm bringing you guys a video in my series called How Many Releases Do You Wish? I got a little tongue-tied in my head. So for today's video, like I said, I'm going to be doing this video and basically, if you're new to this series, I basically go through trend mood for the entire month, and on the side of the screen I will be listing out how many releases each brand has done. I know a lot of people have been asking me to try and tally up the entire year so you guys can see every month, you know, how many releases overall the brand has done. So I am doing that in this video. And as for my eye look and, you know, my makeup overall, I did record this eye look. It will be coming up in a 2 looks 1 palette using the Lick and Lash Playful palette. So if you're interested in this palette, I can show you the inside just in case. If you're interested in this palette or seeing how it works on my complexion or just with my technique, thus far I have used 2 different techniques when using that palette. Everything else base wise is project pan. As you guys know, I have 2 project pans going, so I am constantly using those products. I think those are all the disclaimers I have. Let me know if you like this eye look. I like it. I wish I had a black liquid liner, but you know, when you don't keep track of your inventory and you don't realize you have no black liquid liner, this is what you get. So I just have to get my phone off the charger. I am going to slide over so I can put pictures and the names of the brands on the screen. Oh, and I do want to point out, it is right now Saturday at 8 o'clock. It takes me a while to actually record these videos, and it takes a while for me to actually edit these videos. So I'm aiming to still get this up on Sunday. If not, y'all get it. I mean, I still make sure there is a video up on Sunday. I still have videos that are already uploaded, just ready to just publish at this point, so I can always move one of those videos to Sunday. But yeah, it's gonna get up there. All right, let me get my phone. All right, I just have one more disclaimer and then we will really for real get into this video. I do only talk about items that were released in the month that I am doing this kind of report on. This month I'm going to be talking about all the releases that occurred in March. And yeah, let's just get into it. So the very first thing that has been shown on Trend Mood was that Kat Von D released her Cake pencil liners, which is a creamy vegan pencil. It costs $19 and that was available March 15th. Next, NARS released their collection with Connor Tingley, and that came out with 4 lipsticks, 4 velvet lip pencils, an eyeshadow palette, and all of that released on March 1st. Elf and the J Kissa collab also released in March. That released March 5th. It was available and still is on Ulta's website as well as Elf's website. It has an eyeshadow palette, a mascara, and a liner, a pencil liner. Beautylish also released both of the new Viseart eyeshadow palettes. The one that is Soleil and the other one, which is Apricotine. Both of those released on March 1st on Beautylish's website as well. March 6th, the Smashbox and the Hood Witch collection released, and that was available and still is on Ulta's website, and I do believe Smashbox's website as well. One more random disclaimer, I only talk about makeup items. Sometimes I'll throw in brushes, but I don't talk about skincare in these videos. Kylie Cosmetics released her High Shine glosses on March 7th. It was a collection of about 5 lip glosses. JD Glow released their multi-chromes for the first time, and these released on what I want to say is the 2nd, and they released 4 multi-chromes at that point. Morphe released their Get Your Bronze On collection, which had the bronzer, the eyeshadow palette, the bronzer brush, the highlighter drops, and the lip gloss collection. The Morphe and Jeferee Star brush collection released on the 3rd. And I believe that was only available and still only is available through Morphe sites and stores. Too Faced released their You're So Jelly Bounce Jelly Highlighter. This released for $30. They also released the Glow Translucent Setting Spray and the Party Ready Essentials set. All of these were released on the 3rd of March. Persona Cosmetics released her lip gloss collection, and she released 3 lip glosses for $16 each. Artist Couture released their sparkly lip glosses. These released on the 8th. Glossier Play. Did that actually release? Yeah, Glossier Play actually released in the month of March, on March 4th to be exact. And this was a spin-off brand of Glossier to provide more color for anybody who was interested in colorful makeup from Glossier. Kylie Cosmetics released her setting powders. She released 6 shades and they were $24 each. MAC released their MAC Boom Boom Bloom collection in the United States. I'm not sure if that same release was when it happened in Canada, but typically if the United States has it, the Canadian MAC has it as well. So yeah, and then they released this collection earlier, I believe last month, in the UK and I want to say Australia and New Zealand. Beauty Blender released 4 new primers. One was called Opal Essence, the other one was Selfie Shield, the Leveler, and the Leveler. I think the 2 levelers were just different based on the skin tone that they provided. But yeah, so she released, well, they released 4 primers. Urban Decay finally released their Naked Reloaded palette, and that was released in Ulta Beauty, Sephora, and Urban Decay's website. Tarte released their Rainforest of the Seas High Tides Good Vibes eyeshadow palette. This had 4 glitters in the middle. It was it is $39 and this released on the 4th of March. Kat Von D released her new eyeshadow palette. It's called Vegan. It is 10 metallic eyeshadows. ColourPop released their spring collection. It's the one with the eyeshadow palette that has the Super Shock formula in it and the 2 glitters. That released on March 14th. Wow, that feels like it was so much longer ago. All right, keep going. Colored Raine released their Safari Rain collection. Once again, it feels like it was so much longer ago. The eyeshadow palette was $39. The lipsticks were $15. The brushes were $10 and $12. And then I guess the eyelashes were $20. This all released on March 8th. ColourPop then released a surprise palette for the month of March. It was the 9-pan green color palette. This was, I believe it's $12. Yep, it's $12, and they released it on the 6th of March. Some new shades of Sugar Pill lipsticks were released on Beautylish. It looks to be 4 very interesting shades that were released. The A.B.H spring collection with the Riviera palette included was released in the month of March. This was released on the 7th at Beautylish, Ulta, and on A.B.H's website. Makeup Forever released the Let's Gold Eye palette, which is limited edition, and it cost $45. This released on the 7th. Natasha Denona released her Foundation X formula, reformulated her Foundation X foundation, and then she released it again. She released it on the 15th of March. Stila released some new iridescent glitter and glow eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadows. So yeah. Glow Recipe released their Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. This released on the 8th, and it's like a very hydrating mist. Sephora and Marvel released their collection. They released that on the 8th. To my knowledge, this is still only available in where's Thailand, but you never know, it might be coming to the United States. Lime Crime released their new blush formula, which is called the Software Blush. They released it in, what, 18 shades with a bunch of different formulas. Not bunch, just 2. One is super matte. One is soft matte. The other one is glow. They're each $22, and they were released on the 12th. Carity Cosmetics released their Come As You Are collection, which has an eyeshadow palette and looks to be 4 liquid lipsticks. This released on the 18th of March. Dose of Colors and Disney collabed once again, this time for Minnie Mouse, and that released on March 18th. Natasha Denona released her Biba eyeshadow palette, and she released that on March 15th. Nikita Dragun released her beauty brand, which was called Dragun Beauty, and they released their only 2 products to date, which is the Perfecting Potion, which is the color corrector, and then the Transformation Face Powder Duo. And apparently the potion is supposed to be customizable. I don't know how that's a thing, but that's supposed to be customizable. MAC collabed with Christian Dominique again, creating a lipstick and a lip gloss. Smashbox created this beautiful blush palette called the Kylie Kissed Face Palette. It has 4 shimmers and 2 matte blushes, all in totaling $39. Kylie Cosmetics released new Singles 28 to be exact, of both mattes and shimmers. Huda Beauty released her Power Bullets in the Rose collection, and that released on the 18th, and they're $25 per bullet. Becca released a new shade in the Hydra Mist powder, and this is a darker shade for tan to dark skin tones. First Day Beauty released two new primers. One is the Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer. The other one is the Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. Jeferee Star released his, I guess, spring collection. Yeah, it's his spring collection. It's the Blue Blood palette, the liquid lipstick set, the liquid highlighters, all of that, on March 29th. A.B.H Cosmetics released their Festival Seasons eyeshadow palette on the 20th of March. Chanel released their spring collection, which had a blush, quad, and a bunch of other face products. I don't even know how to describe the other face products, but they had a good amount of face products for them. Sorry, my eyes are watering. Bobbi Brown released her spring and summer collection, where she has these duos, bronzer and blush duos. She has a highlighter and what looks to be 4 lipsticks. No, they're liquid eyeshadows. All very, very pretty. NARS released their Orgasm collection again. Pat McGrath released her mini eyeshadow palette and mascara duo. Marc Jacobs released his concealer and touch-up, and Too Faced released their extension of the Natural Love collection with the Natural Lust eyeshadow palette, bronzer, and a whole bunch of brushes. Morphe created lip product trios where you get a lipstick, a lip gloss, and a lip liner for a kit of $16. Not bad at all. Stila released some In the Buff powder spray. I believe this is like a loose settings powder, but it's in a spray form. Very interesting. It's $30 each. A.B.H Cosmetics released their Aries Zodiac eyeshadow palette, and this one was $14. It was released on the 18th of March. Ofra Cosmetics created a new lip product. It's called the Flexi Stick, and this released on the 19th of March. Pat McGrath released her single eyeshadows, and she released a whole bunch of shades. I want to say in somewhere the 15 to 20 eyeshadows singles. Stila released their 2 limited edition eyeshadow palettes, the Happy Hour eyeshadow palette and the The two eyeshadow palettes, this caption is trash, but you'll be seeing them right here. Oh, in the After Hours eyeshadow palette. There we go. Okay, those two palettes. ColourPop revealed and released their second collaborations doing the ColourPop Villains collection with Disney. And that released, like I said, and also was revealed in the month of March. Fenty released 3 liquid highlighters or body lavas with 2 new shades. Melt released their new stack, which is called the Shape Shift eyeshadow stack. It includes 4 apparently multi-chrome or multi-finish, multicolor eyeshadow palettes or eyeshadow colors. Kat Von D released 2 new products. She released a blush and highlighter duo and then 2 lipsticks in the midi form kits for Sephora. Peachy Queen released their 90s baby palette and it shipped out on the 29th of April. A.B.H and It's My Ray Ray released their second round collaboration, and this released on the 27th of March. Tom Ford released products from his new summer collection. He released the liquid eyeshadow and the lipsticks along with the lip balm. So a lot of new things from Tom Ford. Zoeva released their new spring collection, which has something to do with metamorphosis, and that released on the 25th of March. All right, we're getting towards the end of the month. Okay, so Alamar Cosmetics released their blush trios and the 4 lip glosses with that collection. Real Techniques released their glitter sponges and they released that for $3.99. Those released on the 28th of March. Tarte released their April Fool's Icy Batch palette on the 28th of March. Okay, Makeup Forever released their new matte velvet skin blurring powder foundation, which is full coverage. It's $28.50 or $38. I don't know what that means. And that released on the 30th. Marvel collabed with Ulta to create an Avengers collection that released on the 31st of March. Kaja Beauty released their liquid formula for your eyes. It's a shimmery formulation. And that's it. I feel like this wasn't that long. I don't know. I've needed to stop here and there, but I feel like that wasn't that much. But March, there was a lot of shopping for me. So yeah, that's kind of all I have for you guys today. Let me scoot right back over. I will have my full tally showing you guys where every brand is just fully out. I know, like I said, throughout the video I'm going to be having them tallied. Like ColourPop has easily gone up to like the 20s thus far, and I'm only showing you guys for 3 months thus far. So ColourPop is pretty up there, but that's kind of how I'm gonna do it. And you will of course see what brand has released the most overall. I truly don't know off the top of my head what brand. I'm assuming ColourPop and A.B.H are the top 2 brands, if not one of the top 2 brands up there, because they definitely have been wow, they have definitely been releasing a lot lately. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. I got a little low energy halfway through that, my bizzles. It's been a long year. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. Alrighty, peace.